This thing is called a phone, yet we rarely use it for its originally intended function. I rarely phone people. What this actually is a teleportation device. And it has the one very powerful feature that it can take you out of the present moment at any time, and it can, in the long run, dull our sense of what's of true value in life. It's not about wasting our time, it's about grabbing our attention, and attention is the thing that makes our limited time on this planet matter. By the way, I get the full irony of grabbing your attention for 3 minutes and telling you about this, but I'm hoping and trying to persuade you to be more mindful of these things so that we can change it and so that we can have better mental habits when it comes to these devices, right? The thing is, this teleportation device can be used anytime, anywhere, and it can break our attention about what's going on in the present moment. It is very well documented that it takes a lot of mental energy and emotional reserves to pivot constantly between contexts. I'm chatting to you now, I'm trying to understand you, I'm trying to hold a conversation, and suddenly I'm like, ooh, what's going on in this part of the world? Ooh, someone else who's not even in that real conversation has asked me about something. Sometimes we need to do it, but we pivot constantly, and we wonder why we are so burnt out. And this is literally like crack to our brains. And we understand, you've all watched videos on dopamine, no doubt how addicted we are, and what this actually causes is that we have a wide breadth of experience in life if we're on these devices constantly. Like, we know a lot of trivia, we know about a lot of things, very shallow knowledge of a ton of things, but very few of them are of real value. We don't go for depth, we go for breadth. And in the end, none of those things matter. All of that time spent, you won't think of years from now. Whereas if you were present in this conversation now and you paid attention, you took the hard road and the difficult one, then this can be something of real value. But it's harder. And we have to overcome this instinct first and this addiction, this very nice, sweet treat that's here that asking us to read it and have just one little look because, ooh, the mystery, it's so great, but it's empty calories. And we know this. And we understand that we're being robbed of not just our attention. Attention is that conduit towards being in the present moment, which is where happiness lies. But most importantly, honing that skill of attention allows us the greater wisdom and peace and ability to regulate our own emotions and lives and steer that towards a place where we want to go. An example of this is, think of any state of discontent, whatever it might be. You're very angry or resentful or feeling hopeless or heartbroken, like we all do sometimes. Now, we don't get to these states in like 1 second. We're like happiest we've ever been, and then suddenly complete despair. That can happen, but those are extreme cases. In most cases, doesn't it take a while and it builds up slowly? It's not an instant 180, right? Now, if we pay attention to how we're feeling and those little triggers and what little turns down this valley, which currents in the river takes us closer to that and which ones pull us away. If you're paying attention in the present moment, you start realizing what takes you to that end destination that's really bad for you, what goes on in your own mind, and what sets you down that dark path where you don't want to go. And that gives you the control to in the future go, I've been down this road before. I can see it's down the slippery slope towards this. And then I can maybe pivot. Then I can go, I know I mustn't go here. I know where I'm going to end up, and I don't want to go there. But we don't innately have this knowledge. It takes years and years and years of practice and attention, understanding the strange currents and emotions and bottled up thoughts and resentments that are festering there in our own hearts and minds. And they're revealed to us only by exploring that. Good conversations with other people or professionals are also very good, but it needs some attention. And that wisdom comes from quiet and peace and focusing on that. These distractions are going to make it so that you'll never truly know yourself. And that will make you far more miserable in life than you need to be. Let me put it to you like this. Who has ever taken a long break from phones and social media and came back and said, I just wasn't happy, Andre. Just wasn't happy because you know what? What I was missing in my life is all that doom scrolling and I needed to see more tweets from angry people. No, everyone who comes back is like, I can't believe how much more refreshed I am. The amount of testimonials on this side far outweighs any other ones. And we know this. Again, I'm preaching to the choir. You all know this. You know it's good for you, but you can't resist that urge. And neither can I most of the time. But I think a good place to start is not to rely on willpower. I'm not saying be stronger, have the willpower. I think it's good to adopt an attitude of recognize this for what it is. It's an insidious device that's robbing us, if used too much, In moderation, it's great. It's a useful tool. In excess, this is literally getting in the way of me paying attention to the people that matter to me and towards wisdom and understanding myself and my own emotional machinery and how that is busy thrashing me around and guiding me through life. And if we adopt this somewhat cynical, I don't want to say cynical, like if we adopt this aversion to this and label it for what it is and realize it's mostly not serving us at the moment because averages in the world are like a lot of countries have like 3 hours of phone use a day, and that is not good for us mentally. Our mental health is taking a hit from this. It starts with this wisdom that this is not good and recognition of that. And now we can start to use it less. Let me know maybe in the comments how this has gone for you. It's a struggle for all of us, for me too. We're all in this together. Let's recognize this. Let's move towards paying attention to each other, trying to understand other people better and ourselves. And I think that creates a more understanding, wise, and compassionate world. That's my hope. Hope you all have a good day. Thanks for listening.